Hey folks, Jay Barino here, welcome back. It's Brood War Alternate. We're on the third mission of the 6th campaign, the Feral Guardians. In order to fight the Primal Zerg threat, a large stockpile of resources is required. Dragon Brood command Leviathan in interstellar space. You know, I got a bad feeling about this. We took out the Distortion Spire and allowed Duran to restore his chain of command. But now he may think we're not useful to him anymore. Amusing. I have a sensation of being deceived as well, despite not knowing any reasons for him to be hostile towards us. When we met on Ire before, even most likely charged with killing every Zerg, Duran let me go. You told me about how he was hunting your friend, Mengsk, but that happened on Protoss territory, and we cannot blame them for defending. If you ask my opinion, he doesn't deserve any trust whatsoever. I'm saying that despite working with him to retake Tarkosia. You did trust him much more when he was your minion, did you not, Kerrigan? And yes, your thoughts were not required. Oh my, with that kind of teamwork, the Primals won't have to bother fighting us. Duran, are we going to attack Tarkosia as planned, or what? We are, but it stands to reason that after our recent success on Meltar 4, the Primal Zerg have wised up, and have significantly reinforced their defenses on Ire and Tarkosia. Unfortunately, this means that we will be forced to dedicate a considerably larger pool of resources in order to stand a chance against their legions and future engagements. Where do you plan to receive these? Your old friends, Draliska, Feral Guardians. Their main hive clusters are located on the planet Moria, which is very rich in minerals and, if memory left from the hive mind are correct, is still in a state of nuclear fallout after what the Terrans did during the initial swarm invasion. The radioactive ash and heavy clouds that dominate the landscape should conceal our approach so long as we limit our initial deployment to several small task forces. However, once on the ground, we will undoubtedly be facing off against feral broods, heavily mutated by the radiation. My apprentice Rashagal will be leading this incursion. As a Dark Templar, her skill of striking from the shadows cannot be underestimated. This may work. Lieutenant Raynor, you have told me about your experience on Moria in the past. It may prove valuable to the success of this assault. Sure, my boys and I can handle this. Always wanted to see what the Combine's capital looks like after the activation of the Dead Hand. Then let us begin. Do they suspect anything yet, my lord? They may. If that Terran could somehow be contacted from Braxis, this little truce would have ended. But for now, I've successfully manipulated them into believing me to be the victim of circumstance. Hopefully by the time they learn the truth, it will be too late. I have terrible news for me, not for you. I already played this mission. I recorded it. The file was unusable. It was corrupted. I was trying to make edits to it because I was trying to cut out the parts that were unusable. And also, this mission is terribly long and really, really annoying. There's colony spam everywhere. That seems like it's going to be a persistent theme. It is unconscionable the amount of static defense on this map you will see. And unfortunately, I have to play it again. Yeah, so we got 10,000 minerals. We can take control of Zerg hives with an Arbiter in order to turn them into stasis cells, which gives us hybrid destroyers. That's pretty cool, too. So we're going to try to get all 5 of those for the next mission. Here we go. Executor, the assault on Tarkosia will be no simple task. Hybrid may be instrumental in it. Make use of our arbiters to gather genetic samples from the Zerg hive and construct a stasis cell in its place.
Executor.
Okay.
My faithful
This,
servant.
again, it's real unfortunate. How about we do this? Blam.
Trust in my judgment. To
Use
ours,
hives and
my
arbiters to build stasis cells for the next mission. Sure thing.
trust in my judgment.
Right, turn and fight. I like how it's like, oh, Rashagal, my servant, she can strike from the shadows. Just kidding, she's not actually cloaked. It doesn't make any sense, but she's not cloaked. Okay, one at a time, one thing at a time. Excellent, back up. So I'm familiar with the map layout, I guess is the ultimate thing that I'm trying to say here. I know what's going on.
To arms, my king.
There's 3 bases early on. I'm going to try to take all of them. It's basically this. There's an upraised area over here, and there's an upraised area down here. I'm going to just try to take all these quickly. There are 5 enemy bases, just like in the original. Their attacks are pretty ferocious, so I'll do my best. The other interesting thing here is that the enemies kind of behave strangely. Like, a lot of the times, they'll ignore your army and just try to attack your workers, though I guess that sort of makes sense, because it's a planet where they're trying to, they have all these resources. I would love to move this Dragoon. Excellent.
Agreed.
The whole idea is that, they're trying to
In my judgment.
secure their own resources and not give them to us. All right, we gotta wait for this creep to recede, unfortunately. And I can't do anything until that happens. Never imagined I'd be on the side of the Protoss. Sometimes the universe has a sense of humor. So we got Jim Raynor's Confederate faction here. Sounds like you have doubts about fighting.
My faithful servant. My children.
Guess we're all not getting any younger, yeah? Still, I'm not going to miss a battle like this. Besides, being here on Moria brings up memories about the Guild Wars. Good old days.
Trust in my judgment.
So I'm gonna clear this out.
Very well.
Still can't. There we go. Nice, and then Rainer's clearing this out. I understand your meaning. Being on this planet is the first memory I have of being sentient, not filled with overwhelming will of the Overmind. The Feral Guards made this possible by capturing me. It is amusing we return to kill them now.
Executor.
Back up, back up.
Agreed.
Okay, you know what? Rashagal just hit
Trust
this.
in my judgment.
I'm gonna plague down here. There we go. That should help, and then you all move down here, protect our probes. Looks like Jim cleared this out for us, so the creep will recede, so we've got our 2 bases.
My faithful servant.
Jim sends pretty good attacks here, but his base can get wiped if you're not very careful, so we will try to be very careful.
Our power is undeniable.
I think Rashagal can probably rush in and kill this now. How much damage does she do? Only 45. The plague's still on it, though. All right, get down there and kill it.
Is undeniable. My faithful servant.
Excellent. All right, that's fine. She took some hull damage. I don't mind. Okay, finish this up, and then this up, and then the creep will recede, as I had mentioned. Thank you for protecting me, sir. So I'm going to set up some defense in this general vicinity. Gotta wait for our Nexus to come
Our power.
up, unfortunately. So it's really just about, like, how fast do we want to take these expansions.
Executor.
Please. Please leave me alone.
My faithful servant.
This is fine. I don't mind the health damage. We're gonna leave Rashagal alone for the most part.
Very
Collect as
well.
many minerals as possible, Executor. We're not getting a second chance once we're on Tarkosia. Okay, so we're focused almost exclusively on minerals for now. Let's go ahead and grab a gateway.
Executor.
There's a lot of Guardians on this map. They talked about mutated Zerg, and it's exclusively these feral Guardians. Not every Guardian is a feral Guardian, but some of them are. Okay, and then we're going to need a forge, and we're just going to set up a lot of cannons. They can attack us from up here as well. I think I'm going to take this base first and set up the defense, and then this base will be after that. I need to focus, I think, a lot more pretty much on minerals at the beginning. Again, a lot less so on gas, but we're going to need some. And we just have to be ready for Dark Swarms on Rashagal to help us against Guardians and Mutalisk attacks. It really just depends on what attacks us, from where and when. Which just means we need a lot of minerals, and we have to kind of risk holding on to some of these these areas early on. But as with a lot of the other maps, these are fairly straightforward early, and then become a lot more complex as you go on. So like right now it's pretty straightforward, and then like the first half of it is like after this opening section is when it starts getting crazy, and then the very end of it is really just a slog. And again, that's the kind. I mean, I think we're used to that by now. Okay, so I'm gonna start setting up cannons. And Jim is here. He's attacking. We could go give him a Dark Swarm, but I don't see much of a point, honestly. All right, here's an attack over from the left. I don't know where they're going. That's fine. Maybe they were just trying to reinforce this up here. Just try to keep alive every individual unit. Okay, actually, this base up here does seem a little bit more worthwhile to take. I have to be careful with these Guardians, though, because, again, they just kind of sit over our buildings and attack us. So I'm going to swarm right here. Okay, take them out. Let's go ahead and grab a Cyber Core. I'm going to grab ground weapons. Never mind, we need more gas, gas, gas. One of you on this mineral patch. Okay, next step is I'm going to come up here and take this base for the minerals, and we're going to set up cannons to protect us from that direction. And I'm going to save. Again, it's really just dicey at the beginning here. Just because I played it already doesn't mean I'm going to be able to execute just right. So let's do our best. Which is to get the Nexus started, and then a bunch of pylons, or just one or two pylons, really, and then a lot of cannons. And then I'm also going to try to rush to High Templar. So we throw this down again. This base is relatively safe to take, but this base, building defense here, we won't have to double build defense, is my goal here. So get mining. Pylon there. Alrighty. And this Arbiter is going to be pretty useful, at least for now. Jim Raynor trying to push in. He's not going to make much progress because there's so many sunken colonies that he auto-attacks into. I think this is a good opportunity to make mass carriers. The first time I played this, I did mostly just ground units. I don't think that was the right choice, just because of the static defense. I'm just going to make carriers. The first base that I wipe is going to be with a mixed force, and then we're going to transition into 12 carriers to sweep the map with some Arbiters. I honestly feel that that's the best way to do it. I really genuinely think that's the best way to do it. And we just have to make sure that we... I see this thing. Never mind, it blew up, it got us. We just lost 2 zealots and a cannon, that's okay. Okay. Well, that attack was fine. It happens. I'd like to take that other base here pretty soon, and we're going to get hit with a very, very large attack of Ultralisks and Hydralisks here. The only thing really to do is make the cannons, try to circle our force around to help out when they show up, and also maybe get some High Templar out, but I don't think we're going to get to High Templar in time. Let's go ahead and grab a Citadel, though. Get mining.
You have not enough minerals.
Okay, excellent. So now our second base is set up. And our first goal is to take this base out, though holding on to it is tough because there's these, basically these upraised areas are between each individual area. And each individual area has like a bunch of just spore colonies just spammed. Like a ton. It's extremely irritating. And unfortunately, that's just the way it is. Okay, again, maybe we can get to High Templar. I would like to... Like, we just got to survive against that initial attack with the really big ground forces. The big ground forces attacks come from the bottom right. What would really help against that would be Reavers, but you know your boy doesn't build Reavers. Okay, we're going to get that Templar Archive. Nice of it to just kind of fit right there. Dragoon attack range for sure for Guardians. We're going to get maybe a group of scouts that we can fly around and snipe Guardians with as well. Okay. And a lot of it is luck-based based on how helpful Jim is. He can be really helpful or he can be really stupid. Honestly, him taking out these spore colonies up here is pretty nice. I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, we're going to start getting some more Dragoons. And the enemy is also really, really good with their Dark Swarms and Plagues. So we'll be on the lookout for those as well. I got to start throwing down some more cannons. Him attacking up here is really nice. Again, getting rid of these high ground spore cannons is really, really annoying. So I'm glad. Oh, look, it went to that base instead. It went to Jim's base. I hope if he can survive this, and it looks like he will. This is really good for me because now that's just one attack that I don't have to worry about, which is extremely valuable. Okay, so I'm gonna grab Sonic Storm and then start getting High Templar. And then I'm going to take the upper left base because I'm going to need the gas. But for now, we're in pretty good shape. Just make sure we keep making units, and we should be okay. There's going to be a large Guardian and Mutalisk attack that's going to hit us here relatively soon. That's the next thing. And I think that comes from the bottom left. Those are like the two bases that send the majority of the attacks.
We are under attack.
Okay, looks good. Again, I would like to really, really protect this area from errant Mutalisk attacks, so we're just going to build all those cannons. Jim getting built up again. Okay, and we're just going to get more Dragoons. I got to start getting ground weapons. I'm going to get another Forge.
We are under attack.
Okay, that was, again, pretty much expected, so you all come on up here. And see how they kind of casually float above the top here? It's real, real annoying. Jim may be able to help us here. This guy can't storm yet, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to swarm right here. Okay, cool. And then everybody come back down here so that we can keep this defense set up as well. No, no, no! Okay. Stupid Dragoons going the wrong way. Come on down here, please. I'm going to do shields. Got to get this base set up here pretty soon. This is why... Oh, you know what? Jim's going to go take care of that for me. Go get him, buddy. As long as that base doesn't go down, it's fine. We're going to set this one up. Is he going to help? This Guardian doesn't know what it wants to do. Oh, excellence. No, it looks like he's going to go help. Okay, once this base gets set up, we'll be in good shape. We haven't lost any probes yet. I really just need to kill this. Okay. I don't like those Feral Guardians. You know what, Jim? I really don't like you pulling their units to me. Yeah, kill that Feral Guardian. I guess we'll leave that. Okay, we're going to need more gateways, more pylons, etc., etc. Keep making Dragoons, Zealot legs. Again, I'm kind of nervous that Jim's Folly attack is going to draw them to me. Looks like Jim getting attacked. It's fine. We'll set up some more defense here. We'll build some more High Templar as well. Maybe just like one more High Templar will help us out. Getting the upgrades. Gonna need air weapons here pretty soon. Okay, and the important thing is now we've got this this High Templar who can actually help us. And I'd like to get that fleet beacon out. With the fleet beacon, then we'll be able to get scout speed, which will help our scouts actually get across the map and then fight back. Okay, look out. We'll leave these guys here. Get mining, get mining. This is done. We're going to get gas. Cool. Get mining. So the only way to win this, you got to collect 10,000 minerals, or we try to focus on taking all of the stasis chambers, or the hives rather, which I'm definitely going to do because I want them for the next mission. I don't know what the next mission is also huge. I've looked at it, but you know, when I talk about looking at these maps in advance, it's not that I play them, I just look at them. In this case, on this map in particular, I have played it. I have no shame of that. I've definitely played it. Okay, let's get another High Templar. Let's get another Gateway. Mostly concerned about infested Terrans, and based on that, I'm going to kind of spread these cannons out a little bit. Okay. And then we need probes. I'm going to save. The start has been okay. We've lost a set of cannons, but we haven't lost any bases or large amounts of probes. So I'm pretty comfortable with this. And once we take this base, or like once we take this base, rather, we don't have to worry about... we don't have to worry about this base falling, even though it won't matter. All right, get up here. One Mutalisk. Looks like we're gonna have to set up some defense kind of down in this zone. That probe's not gonna be able to get anywhere right now. Yeah, run away. Run away, you asshole. Ground armor. There we go. Come on back down here. All depends on what attacks us from where and when. See, oh my god, okay. Where's Rashagal?
Executor.
Okay. I'm gonna storm here as well. Just don't leave the swarm, please. Okay, that could have been so much worse, and in fact, we barely lost anything. That was a really, really big Guardian attack. Looks like dark. They're all like this weird purplish color, but it looks like this dark faction wants to come and attack us. Okay, come back, come back, come back. Get over here.
Executor.
Yeah, you're not.
Very well.
Dumb fool is not cloaked. There we go. Eventually, Rashagal will not be used at all. Just trying to get to that point. Okay, this base is now defended. We're saving up a lot of money, so we're going to start making more Dragoons. We got these upgrades coming out. I'm going to grab shields level 2. Air attacks level 1. And I found the key is on this base is really just like hang on as best you can. And actually build static defense in this case. Definitely worth it. Yeah, any extra probes we have, we're gonna cancel because this base is getting mined out, which is good. We want it to be. Okay, fleet beacon, I'd say.
We are under attack.
Okay, no problem. Got those Guardians up there. We gotta get to those. Okay, cool. And then probably more gateways, yeah. Just start slamming out more units.
We are under attack.
No! Go hit him, boys.
We are under attack.
Okay, we got more Dragoons coming up. More stuff over here, that's fine. We'll just come over and we can storm the Guardians. This all looks like it was part of one attack, but it came from different directions. That's what it appears like. I should get some shield batteries as well. These Archons are pretty valuable. I don't need to lose them at this point, so we'll do this. Very nice. Got some more Dragoons. We'll send them up here. You guys can be an Archon. Ground weapons level 3 is just so valuable, as you can imagine. We're going to get the carrier capacity. I think we just need like 1 or 2 scouts. Nothing crazy. We'll hotkey them and have them fly around and pick off Guardians. And again, another important thing here is that we have not lost this base yet. We haven't lost any of these bases, so this is good stuff. And we're stockpiling a lot of gas. Okay, let's save. Decent start. Been holding it down. I'm gonna grab a second Stargate as well. Seems like we need more pylons, actually. And we're under attack. No problem. No problem. Okay, and once that base mines out, I don't really need to hold on to it, but I do want to be ready to attack soon. Okay, be an Archon. Should cancel these. I think we've got enough. We're going to use Zealots now. Ha! Fancy that. I have. Teleport successful. We're going to build a pylon here. Scout speed is expensive. That's the price. 200, 200. I'm going to hotkey these fellas.
Upgrade complete.
Rashagal is in danger at all times. That's one thing we gotta watch out for. Rashagal could die. Okay, pretty large group coming in here. Infested Terrans, I hope, actually hit something. They won't. Perfect, actually. Just storm right there. Go get him. Go get him. Upgrades are completing. Yes, I am spending money on plasma shields early. I will not regret that, I think, because we're going to make carriers. Okay, another Stargate. Okay, pretty large attack now, and Jim is here, which I don't really know if that counts for much, but he's here. Don't spawn Broodling me, bro. Okay, we got the cannons to back us up here. So many Guardians constantly. Okay, meanwhile... I'm not happy about that. We can always move the scouts down here, actually. Okay, we can hit this. Jim just really, really wants to help, and he's just unable to. I feel bad for him. Okay, back up here. And we gotta rally, change our rally points. Carrier, carrier. Never mind. Actually, let's cancel that for now. Okay, I was like, if that thing is in the swarm, I'm going to be upset. Okay, and we're surviving these large attacks. That's one of the most important things. So keep getting attack upgrades. Dragoons, Dragoons, Dragoons. I think, and we want to bring Rashagal so we can swarm, and I think it's about time we go and attack. We want to leave the High Templar at home, though. If we can roll over one of these bases, then we start moving into carriers. Like, exclusively carry. I'm not kidding. I think we would need a lot of them, but it should work. Our Arbiter is still alive, too, so we can take the hives. Taking this base is tough, though, because there's a ton of high ground spore colonies, so we have to take those out first. I could also come down here instead. I like how he's getting rid of these high ground things. Good work, Jim. I really appreciate that. Okay, we're going to start ground armor. I feel like maybe I'm waiting a bit too long to go and attack this first base, but the thing is, once you take it, it's hard to hold on to. But we're going to need the income here pretty soon, so that's the difference here. So we're going to make Zealots. Actually, no, we're going to make Dragoons, because we know that there's a lot of garbage in these bases, like a lot of flying Guardians and such. I could go from this ramp. I think that's a mistake. I think we just push straight through the middle here. So we're going to kind of poise ourselves to go. I will bring Rashagal so that we can swarm if we so desire. The Arbiter, I got a hotkey separately because we're going to need it to take control of the thing. Okay, it looks like there's a variety of different places we could attack from. Get attacked from, rather, pretty soon here, so... Okay, so we're going to attack down here. We got some sunken colonies, so we go for those first and get in there.
Executor.
Swarm here. Swarm here. Okay, that is a lot of Hydralisks. Back them up. Okay, we don't have enough melee in the swarm, I think, to kill all of these Hydralisks. Rashagal, rather, is in here. It seems like it'll work. Okay, get in there with our follow-up here. Not you. Okay, keep attacking. Don't stop. Don't let the pressure up. Okay, Zealots, keep going. You go home. We might as well try to save what we can.
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
I see a pretty large attack over here. Ready to push up and kill this base. So I'm going to throw down a... Well, I deserved that. I was not watching. Okay, once more with feeling. I deserved that. When did we save? We saved right before that attack, didn't we? I should probably kill whatever incoming thing is over here first, because we clearly didn't have enough Zealots.
Upgrade complete.
So let's just get a bunch of those to sit under the swarm.
We feel your presence.
And we want to swarm in better locations as well. We could also wait for Jim.
My life for ire.
Maybe they're coming from a different place now. Nope, nope. Same area, perhaps. This is a different faction. Part of it, too, is waiting for upgrades. I'm going to queue up the extra carriers now.
My life for ire.
And I'm not too concerned about, again, my bases falling. I can just replace them. Or if they're mined out, then I don't have to. So I'm not really worried about that. Okay, we got the scouts to help us with guardians that we don't really need.
Your command.
Okay. And again, if I can get the full group of carriers, then we can sweep the map. It's just having enough resources to do that, because these bases are all mined out, or they will be soon. Don't need pylons anymore, dog. I was ready for it. Okay, +3. Plasma's done. Naturally, they came from this other direction, it looks like. Which is good, because this is where the majority of my forces are. Go hit him once. They're gonna sit in it. What a bunch of fools. Go ahead. One more. Okay. That's satisfying. We still have units here. Attacking through this base, like, Reavers would be really good. I probably should just make them. Probably should just make them, yep. I'm gonna wait for this attack, and we're gonna push through it. Go get them. Yeah, I like how they just sit there. They don't respond. Here, see, like, we move over, we hit this with our scouts. Cool, and then we back up. And our cannons can take care of this, no problem, I'd say. Storm would be really good to bring with us, but now these guys are pretty much out of energy. We got this one. Okay, so now, let's go kill these Ultralisks. I'll bring the carriers with me when we attack, because why not? Upgrades, +3 there. Okay, you stay. It's just there's a lot of spore colonies too, unfortunately. So many of them. Okay, it's like they're sending skirt. I'm gonna keep these guys kind of in the back and safe, so that they don't get picked. Okay, get down there, Rashagal. Swarm there. I think I already lost most of my zealots. Yeah, I think this is ill-fated already, and Rashgal's probably going to die. Look at just the amount of shit. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, bringing the carriers would probably be a better choice. I didn't save before this either. It looks like we're making progress, though. Go get him. Let's move down with our Arbiter as well. Keep making interceptors. Now we can come down here and support. Bring the Arbiter because we want to take this hive. Rashgal, go home because you're a fool. Okay, and then our next base is going to be probably this one. Look at Jim. What a man. I mean, he's Jim. He is the man. It's Jim Raynor. Okay. High Templar, good work. Arbiter, move on in on top of the hive. I think we're in range here. The Primals are finishing off the Infinity Storm as we speak, and those Feral Guardians of yours are still sitting and watching the show. I thought the Zerg are supposed to be united with a common goal. We didn't get it there, and I don't know why. Let me make a cut and just do this attack again, because I wanna make sure that I get the stasis cells. I don't know why that didn't count. Okay, we're attacking again. I'm gonna save now, just because it seems a little wonky. It's possible that it won't spawn because I have units in front of it. I don't know. All right, keep moving up here. Arbiter. Maybe you just have to be right on top of it. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm hold positioned on top of it. I don't know. It worked. It worked the first time I played. Maybe it's because I have zealots attacking it and it can't spawn because there's melee units on it. I don't know. It's like all of you zealots leave and go and attack this down here, and you attack this. And I'm gonna hold position right there. Carriers just kind of hang back. Ground armor level 2. There we go, we got it. The Primals are finishing off the Infinity Storm as we speak, and those Feral Guardians of yours are still sitting and watching the show. I thought Zerg are supposed to be united with a common goal. Okay, so we've wiped this base. That's nice. Rashgal, go home. More carriers. Interceptors. And then more pylons as well. Up here is probably safe. Now, this whole area up here is just lined with spore colonies. My goal, I'd like to wipe it out quickly. Also, we have another base that we can take now, so that's really good. And stuff builds straight out of the Greater Spires. I've learned that.
Instructions.
So, again, I can use the carriers to start picking these things off. Assuming, you know, +3 should probably finish first. I don't know. I'll grab Kadarin Amulet.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, and they're attacking us from this direction. Actually, this is okay. It's really just Mutalisks. We just move up with these guys and clean up these Guardians. I thought I had scouts. They must have died in the attack. I don't know. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. And it's the Feral Guardians are the things that actually build out of these. Now we do get... I'm going to save because attacking this thing is going to cause a bunch of stuff to come straight for us. But we want to get rid of these Greater Spires. And then back up. Nice. Okay. Well, there's our hybrid destroyer with the flippin' auto attack for so with Psionic Storm. You got to be careful because our units are going to want to try to wander into enemy things. So I'm going to clear out as much of this stuff up here as possible so that we can set this base up in relative safety. I could even set cannons up here, but I probably won't. I'm just saying that I could. Oh, it doesn't do friendly fire. I did not notice that the whole first time I was playing through this. Okay, cool. So this is all done. We got to get ready to go and attack over here. So I'm going to poise my units that are building over here. More interceptors. Carrier. I'm going to attack with other units when we go, keep in mind. It's not just carriers, but carriers are very important to this. Naturally, we just got defilered. I don't know what I expected. All right, let's go ahead and just start hitting all these. So all these carriers are going to go into the red. Look at just look at all of these. Look at how many there are. Okay, that's fine. We'll lose some of these. We'll rebuild them. I think they have like a defensive force here. Let's just stay cloaked. They have like an anti-carrier defensive force, basically. But if we build enough of them, it should be fine. Okay, it looks like I do need to get some observers. And this is where things start getting a little wild in terms of the amount of shit that is just going to be happening from different directions all over the map. So this is why we probably want to try to make some progress here pretty soon.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, and you can see some random stuff kind of coming up here. I'm going to grab a probe and come down here and set this base up. I think we have to build it over here, actually. And you can see we're kind of floating low on minerals right now, so we got to be careful. I can cancel some of these extra carriers. Thank you for floating in range of my stuff. Okay. So we got to set this up, and if we set this up, we have to be prepared to defend it. So, like, pylon here. Don't chase. And then pylon over here. And we want to go for this wacky base. That's crazy. It works on buildings and doesn't do friendly fire. That is just incredible. Okay. So those will be helpful to attack with as well. Spend our money, get more interceptors. These guys are coming with us. That is a very large attack. Let's go save our buddy. Looks like he can defend himself to some reasonable amount, but we're going to need to help. Okay, focus fire the Guardians. That's a pretty large attack to poor Jim Raynor. He seems fine now, though. Okay, so we're going to do cannons here. And again, this is where the slog begins. And I don't want to wait too long in between attacks, so that's why let's get some cannons set up. We're going to get this base set up and transfer these probes, and then we're going to try to go and attack the next base. Okay, so you carriers come on up here. Only 3 of them got plagued. That's not bad.
You have not enough minerals.
Not enough minerals. Okay, I was planning on cutting most of this out just because we're just building up a force before we can go and attack pink, or whatever color this is. Jim has actually made some good progress over here. I'm going to move over here with my carriers and cover him. But the important thing that Jim has done is he actually dropped over here and took out a lot of these high ground colonies. So, like, good for him. That's probably the best thing he could have done to help me out here. And the other thing I'm realizing is I have a lot of gas, so I'm really focusing heavily on Archons because we can afford to. So we've got an entrance over here that Jim has given us vision to, and then we got this entrance here, which is probably where I'm going to push through next. We got the Arbiter ready to take it to go for the stasis cell next, so I guess rather than keeping this cut out, we're going to go and attack soon because this is decently working out. I have a pretty big defense over here, which I think is necessary because there's very, very large groups of units from the bottom right that continue to push through here. I still have failed to set up an observatory, or maybe I did set it. I don't know. Okay, let's keep an eye on this. God, it's so good. That's so good. Run, run, run! Stay alive. And then we've got our scouts down here too that can still help us. Okay, so it seems like you can only have 1 at a time, or 1 per stasis cell rather. And when it dies, then it starts the countdown. Okay, you come on over here. I'm not messing around with this defense. It seems like they just want to keep attacking down here. Okay, nice work. Okay, So with these Archons, I think we're about ready to go. I'll start air armor level 2. I'll start ground armor level 3. We got a nice base here and a nice base here to take. We just got to start pushing through here. So I'm going to save.
Instructions.
I'm going to queue up 2 more carriers for later. I guess we'll wait for this last group of Archons to morph. To morph? Summon? I guess? Okay, so my goal here with the carriers is to attack, pretty much auto-attack, but then cover them with the Arbiter so that they don't just end up getting hit by a bunch of, what is happening here? So that they don't get hit by a bunch of, Scourge. So let's try it. So we're going to attack straight down into this main area, follow him with the Arbiter. Archons lead the way. Okay, and then Dragoons. I could definitely afford some more Dragoons. Okay, please come down here and cover my ground forces. That would be ideal. And we have to remember to take the hive. Where is the hive? There it is. Kind of in a weird spot. Again, Jim's biggest contribution here was the fact that he wiped out all these high ground spore colonies. Like, honestly, that's the most annoying part of this map, are those spore colonies. So, all right, hit this. I want to destroy these colonies so that I can reinforce with these units. Oh my god. You know what? Let's just kind of stay near the carriers. We don't want to run in. Okay, here comes a large brown attack, or black attack, or whatever color that is. Okay, cover us, please. I don't know if they have any detection here, so we're going to sit here. Yeah, they're going for the Arbiter, which means they can't quite see us. Jim is here actually helping us out. Arbiter's looking good. These carriers, get down here, please. Interceptors. Get added to my carrier group. Do not attack the hive, please. We want to attack straight to the right first. So over here. It looks like Jim is hitting the hive, so we gotta just sit here on top of it, please. Oh, crap. Please, please, please work. Please work. I'm on top of it. I'm right on top of it. Okay, good. We got it. For the record, I would prefer to face our enemy directly than stab them in the back with some uninvolved guys for resources. Oh, well, it's about the money. Okay, get down here. We're going to protect our stasis cells, and I want to clear out these high ground spore colonies that are in our way now. Interceptors. Okay, everybody get... Alright, this faction is done. We can clean this all up later. Come on down here. We want to protect this area. Just cloak the carriers, because we're losing some of them. And I'm going to start getting rid of some of these high ground spores. Okay. Nice. Jim's dropping on the high ground to help us out. Yeah, no. Nope, nope, nope. I think we have enough. Oh my god, look at all those Scourge. They're building the Scourge to come and hit us because we're attacking their buildings. The important thing is that we cleared out a lot of these high ground colonies. So everybody now, we're going to consolidate around this area. Why don't you come on over here and ground units clean this up, and I want to come and take these buildings. Arbiter, again, sit on top of the carrier so that the Scourge don't come and give us problems. They're constantly hitting this area. And I understand why. I just hate it. It's because of Jim, actually. Come on down. There's one sunken colony. Just kill this. Okay, cool. Now you guys finish this up. Get the spore colony first. Okay, I think for now we're safe. So now we're going to slowly build up. We've got probes coming in, so we're going to build this. My god. Okay, we got it. I have to build an observatory because of these burrowed defilers. Alright, we're still harvesting there. I can get some fellas on this gas. And we are falling short on minerals. Okay, cool. So now we've got this base. We got some minerals right here to the side. What I'm going to do is build a big cannon wall here. Oh, that's like weird, unbuildable terrain for some reason. I'm going to build a cannon wall here. They don't bring overlords with a lot of their attacks, so this works out pretty well. I might build some new gateways. I got to change my rally point all the way down here now. Okay, pretty large attack. I don't think my my hybrid destroyer is out, unfortunately. Okay, I think we got the infested Terrans as well. Yeah, these attacks are very large. That's fine that the probe goes down. I'm gonna have to rebuild my Arbiter, meaning I need an Arbiter Tribunal. Okay, where are those scouts? Come on over here. Now, luckily, we can protect this pretty effectively because we've got, we should be able to, because we got rid of all these stupid high ground spore colonies. Again, high ground, or just mass carriers is working for us. I'm gonna stick with that. A bit tempting right now to, okay, we gotta saturate this. Very tempting right now to, just make a cut. Oh, no, 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 no. Do not draw that group of units to us. That's the one thing that's gonna hurt us the most, is if this group gets aggroed to us. So just kind of stay back. Okay, this creep is still receding, unfortunately. Why don't we set this up?
Warriors have engaged the enemy.
Short on cash. We have to get these bases going. This is mining now. Let's take a quick review of what probes where have been orphaned. I am very confident. Let's go ahead and get this gas. I'm very confident that we can just sit here with these carriers. As long as we don't attack the buildings up here, which draws all the Scourge to us, we should be fine. So this base is good. I'm going to make more probes. This base will be good. It is admittedly very tempting to... Alright, you back up. Maybe wipe out this stuff on the high ground, because that's the only reason that this base keeps attacking us, and I want them to leave me alone. Because we're, like, hitting their overlords and such. I don't know. Anyway, I want this destroyer as well. I want him real bad. This one we can bring over to the right, because it's not getting attacked anymore. Oh my god, this is non-stop. Hang on. I'm gonna save. This is probably a mistake, but I want to kill these buildings up here, because that's why they keep sending stuff down here, as far as I can tell.
Instructions. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
There we go. And then run away. Oh my god, it's constant. Okay, we're gonna take this Nexus next. Nexus next. Yeah, hybrid destroyer, baby. All right, get mining. Need more probes. I mean, look, not much is really happening in here anymore. We're just gonna sit here and defend like this, which I'm pretty sure we could do endlessly. We have a trickle of income that will allow me to build cannons and such. So I don't think you need to see this. Right, back up. Let's hotkey these two scouts. They've been doing good work for us. Yeah, I'm just gonna get all these bases set up. I'll see you later. Okay, so I've got these bases set up. I don't want to cut out like everything up until when I'm ready to attack, so at least you can kind of watch this happen. Pretty big attack incoming right here. I'm gonna move up. I finally got some observers. I wanted to set up defense up here. Seems like they will oblige me once this attack is up. And I've got the hybrid destroyers kind of in position. What I'm going to now do is continue to get more Archons, because it's what I can afford. And then just more carriers. I just built more carriers. There they are. Okay, so we have 9. That's pretty good. Again, I really want to get rid of this stuff on the high ground soon. The Scourge onslaught seems to have stopped, and I think that's because Raynor stopped putting pressure on them. Raynor has been helpful again in the sense that he destroys a lot of the static defense for you. Not a lot, but enough that, you know, I feel good about it. These guys are stuck, which I think is funny. I probably just want to destroy them so that I can then have the supply. Let's get a group of shield batteries. This will be our little shield battery hub so that we can come and get our carriers healed up. Okay, that's good. So we're getting mined out here. We're getting mined out pretty much everywhere at the moment. Okay, some of you all can come on down here. I did build an Arbiter Tribunal as well, and I'd like to try to get actual defense set up here. The enemy just really doesn't want us to, I guess. They really don't want us to. Okay, build interceptors. Got more carriers coming out. They're going to make their way down. And then I'm going to build arbiters, and I think I'll just get... Well, 2 would be better. The next step, I think, is going to go to maybe the bottom left, because the bottom left is where the air attacks are primarily coming from. These big ground attacks are really irritating as well. We're pretty well defended. It's just staying alive, which requires a lot of diligence at this point. Let's put these guys on gas so that we can continue with the Archon spam. The Archon spam is working. I'm even harvesting from these errant patches as well. And again, I didn't want to cut all of this out. That would be heavy-handed. So we do have to wait for the Arbiter, unfortunately. And I want to get these. I just want to get cannons set up along the top, because this is where I expect to get attacked next. There's like errant mutalisks that come from here as well, so this should be good. I'm actually floating a good amount of cash, so I really can't see this as a bad move right now. As long as they can't get around it, and they may very well be able to. Jim looking like he's going to go and do something. Some random stuff up here still. This side looks primed to attack, so I think we're going to attack from that direction. We have to get rid of this stuff on the high ground first, unfortunately. Again, waiting for my Arbiter, waiting for... Well, yeah, I did queue up 2 Arbiters. Oh, well, that's fine. Okay, this down here still has some decent saturation on it, so let's... mineral saturation, so let's come on down here. Jim keeps trying to attack down here. He keeps dropping in this little area. It's a bad idea, Jim. I'm gonna caution you against that. Okay, so we're gonna Archon all this. I'm gonna bring this hybrid destroyer too. So we're gonna attack with Archons and carriers, and then we're gonna wait for these arbiters. So we could take this base. There's another one right below it, and that's where all the huge ground attacks are coming from, and then air attacks come from this base. I think I've played this decently. It could have gone better. But the fact that Jim is still alive, and he's been supporting us, we kept his base alive a few times. I don't think he's out of money now. I do have some editing to do, and I really hope that I just genuinely hope that the... Hang on, 1 second. You can't... There we go. Control click works. Okay, follow him with the Arbiters. Follow him with the Arbiters. Follow him with the Observers. I'm going to come over here and clear this top section out, because this is the direction that we're attacking in. So go straight over there. I'm going to set up some more cannons down here as well to cover both angles.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, and we're fully upgraded as well. Extra Dragoons I don't think could hurt. Okay, so we're going to attack down here. What's going on? Attack here. We don't need to really keep this base alive, but I don't want to get lazy. Okay, attack with this as well. Carriers, you're kind of key to all of this, so get in there. Support our Archons. Okay, they're on the way. Scouts, I think maybe if we draw the Mutalisks into the cannons, right? Okay, so attack. Just gotta kill the Guardians, and then our cannons can finish up the rest. Just ignore the Mutalisks, I guess? Well, okay, that's fine. That is what it is. Okay, Arbiter, let's make sure we keep an eye out for you. Okay, and then again, mass carrier is clearly working. Right, you all get on over here, protect us. Looks like there was a big ground attack that came from this direction. Scouts, attack, attack, attack. That's depleted. No, it's not depleted, actually. Might be worth holding on to that. Okay, good. We just hold position here. We'll kill them eventually. Next. Zealots, Zealots, Dragoons, Dragoons, High Templar. Remake some carriers. These guys are floating into us. Really hard to keep track of everything that's going on this map. Okay, and then there's all that spam up there, so I'm going to move up here instead and attack it from the other angle. Because, again, there's all the spam on the high ground, so... Let's be diligent here and actually individually destroy each thing. Hit this hatchery. I hit this. I don't want to turn this into a stasis cell until I'm ready, essentially. I should probably get stasis. Stasis would probably be quite useful here. Okay, and I think I'm also going to make some scouts, like a good amount of scouts, because it seems like one of the AI that's left is the mass air. So we make some scouts, add them to our scout group, which is a little weakened right now, but should work out just great. Oh god, hang on. Might lose some carriers here. Yeah, as long as we're cloaked, they can't see us. Good, good, good. They're bringing the overlords in, but we can kill them quickly. I'm just sitting here watching the carnage. I really should be doing other things. I think it's okay. Take the Hydralisk Nest, den thing. Okay, Greater Spire now. Ultralisk Cavern. Okay, that's another AI essentially down. Good, good, good stuff. And then we gotta be ready. We'll bring these probes down to set up defense around here to keep this base alive when the time is right. Let's just focus down. See, like, look at all the look at them. I demand you see these. It's absurd. It's just silly. Like, it's genuinely silly. Oh, damn it. Okay, hit this. I'm gonna take out these high ground things. As long as we stay cloaked. The Scourge aren't sure what to do. That's fine with me. Our interceptors are actually ensnared, so that's no good. Okay, that's good. So we took that. Save right now, because I don't want to risk losing this stasis cell thing. Right, so we're right on top of it. Hold position. We didn't get it. Don't know why. Load it up. Is it because of the larva? Don't do this to me, game. Don't do me dirty like this. All of you need to flee. Stop attacking it. No, stop. Maybe Maybe I need to change their targets as, like, the larva. Like, kill all the individual larvae first. There we go. It's just a little buggy. Even if I don't get him on this mission, I'll just treat it on the next mission as if I got it. That's probably what I will end up doing. Okay, so let's move these probes down here. We don't need this base, but I'm gonna just set up. Set up stuff. Okay, rebuild interceptors.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Instructions.
There we go. Larva down. We also got rid of a lot of the pre-placed defense here on the high ground, which is the worst part of it.
Your command.
Okay, so let's just sit here. I will build the Nexus just because I am going to need the income, and I'll build some pylons and waiting for interceptors. I lost one of my arbiters, I think, and I think I might build another one just in case. Jim keeps trying to do something down here. It's not working for him. Hey, once again, I will just... I don't think there's really much to see here. I mean, I can move down with these units to make sure that the stasis cell doesn't die, but otherwise, I don't think there's much to really be seen here. This is probably why I need to get stasis, because we're going to lose this. Okay, let me load it up, and we got to move the units down in advance to make sure that that doesn't die. No problem. You know what? I'm going to make a cut here. It's going to be back where this was, except the stasis will be alive, and I'll have the defense set up. Again, you're not really missing much. You can see what's happening. It's just repetitive large ground attacks from this guy. Reavers would have been better. Repetitive large air attacks from this guy. And that's all that's left. And it's just, honestly, since the first two bases were destroyed, it's just a long downhill trend. Okay. All right. This area is locked up pretty tight. We're, like, right by the edge of it, though. We just got to get through it. But, like, because we're building close to it, they're not happy with us. But this, of course, there's this upraised stuff that's going to cause me problems. It's like all these... It's these, turrets on fucking islands. That's what it is. I'm gonna try to wipe out this stuff so that we can get a ground force through. I don't know what Rainer's trying to do. He wants to attack that bottom left area, and he's trying to drop over the top rather than going around to the left, which makes a lot more sense. But he is a computer, so he's stupid and doesn't know any better. Okay, that should do it. Now we sit here and we auto-attack, and then we got our ground forces that we can move up with. We're near maxed out. I could get more stuff. Okay, scouts just kind of cover us. What's going on down here? More random guardians. Why don't we come up here and then kill it? We need to bring an arbiter with us. We have 3 of the 5 stasis chambers, and again, if for whatever reason they don't happen to spawn, it seems like larva could possibly block it. So if for whatever reason it doesn't spawn, I'll make sure to just pretend like we got them for the next mission, because it's more of a technical problem more than anything else. Yeah, I'm definitely bringing this hybrid destroyer with us. Okay, the hive's way in the back, so we're cool to just kind of sit here. And again, we had enough carriers to pretty much sweep through this. It's just making sure that the scourge reinforcements don't fuck you. Okay, and then I don't know where the Hydra Den is. And then, like, look at this down here. It's just lined with spores. It's just so silly. Okay, it looks like the majority of my ground forces are dead.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, luckily they mostly left us alone. They just sent a couple Guardians back there, so that's all good. I don't see much of a reason to not just auto-attack at this point. Okay, this hatchery needs to go. Let's get rid of this Greater Spire. Feral Guardians kind of suck, but it is what it is. Okay, that's gone, and I'm just going to now ignore everything else on that high ground area. And I'm going to push to the right and kill
Affirmative.
just like the Guardians and then the static defense emplacements. There's another Spire up there we want to go and kill. Alright, fine. I will kill some of these. Yeah, don't spam right-click attack with carriers. Has the opposite effect. Okay, kill this. Kill this. This. Just like these spore colonies up here, they're only there to waste your time. There's literally no other reason that they exist. They don't do anything to actually stop you from attacking. It's just here to add time to me playing this and the length of this video. Now, again, I did cut pieces of this video out. I sort of apologize in advance. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I think it was the right choice. Let's bring our Arbiter over. Oh, we got 2 Arbiters still. That's good. Kill all the colonies. Do they have another Spire? I don't think so. Hang on. Kill the... Well, first off, save. Get this thing on top of it. Nope. It's very, very finicky. I'll try a couple times, and again, if we don't get it, that's okay. Okay, let's just kind of back out and get these instead. That worked that time. You know what it is? Maybe it just has to sit at low HP, and then the Arbiters kind of They just kind of transition it into a stasis thing. I don't know. Might work like the infested command centers. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna make more High Templar.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Dragoons, and then some scouts. Lots of scouts. And I'm just gonna auto attack through all of this.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Okay, so that's 4 stasis chamber things down. And we have to very slowly wipe our way through this area. Jim looks like he's got some units trying to get down here, but they're stuck. Maybe? They might not be... I don't really know. Okay, some of those will land. I can always rebuild this force. That's the thing. Now I've got plenty of income from all over the map. It's just... you know, taking the time to get it all set up. Oh, no. See, we're getting multiple hybrid. I thought it was 1 hybrid per cell. Or maybe it is, and they all spawn from the same one. I don't really know.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Yeah, keep going. Let's go ahead and bring these guys up and have them follow. My reinforcements will all slowly make their way down. And this is all about incremental progress. It really is. You have to just go really slow. That's a really unfortunate plague, but it is what it is. Wasn't even watching at that moment. I don't know where the hive is. We only have to get the last hive, and then that's it, so... Oh my god, last mission and this mission. Again, I've had to play this twice, keep in mind. It's awful. Here comes Jim. Gotta be careful with Jim because he might kill the hive. Just, yeah, all the, like, the bottom being lined this way also. I just don't... Maybe it's like so you can't snipe the... You can't snipe the hives, but I don't think that's a good solution at all. Yeah, sure, bring the hybrid destroyers. The fact that we got hybrid destroyers is nice. They can attack buildings and such as well. But a lot of it is these like clumped up towers on the high ground. It just... Yeesh. Okay, here comes Jim. It's too bad we can't cloak him too. The amount of DPS you can get from mass carriers is insane. The AI is typically smart enough to not target the carriers, if that makes sense. Where am I rallying to? Looks like here. Oh, I heard you wanted some Archons. Down here. Oh, good, yeah, see, and he, like, dropped on the high ground to take care of those. That's what Jim is best at. He's willing to actually drop shit so that I don't have to. It's a dream. So that he kills that stuff, and then I don't have to worry about it. Kill this thing. Hybrid Destroyer's helping us out. Last group of shit up here.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
And then there's all these colonies, too. This is, I mean, I really, 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 really hope that the last half of this campaign is not like this. I hope it's hard, but I really hope it's not just spam. Just tower spam. This is god-awful. It's agonizing. All right, kill the Hydra Den. Let's move these things into position. Kill the Greater Spire. I mean, I could end it right now, but I want to make sure that I get this. I mean, even if I don't get it, the mission will end, and I'll just pretend like I did get it, because, again, it's just more of a glitch than anything else. Oh, we got it. Hey, Protoss guy, we've got your minerals. We'll be returning to Char as soon as possible. Protoss guy. Oh, my goodness. All right. Well, that's a map. This might have been my... Like, last map, in retrospect, wasn't as bad, simply because... You know, you use a group of goons, and it's very meticulous. It's like a micro map. This mission is probably my least favorite mission in, like, the whole campaign so far. So please cross your fingers that the next several missions in a row, because we've got to re-invade Tarkosia, we have to defend Char, we have to slay the Titan beast, whatever. I just really hope... I'm sure there'll be a lot of static defense, but I just hope it's not like this. This was just from the depths of my heart, I truly despised it. We did it, but good God. All right, I'll see everybody next time. Bye now.